Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Diablos and the Seahawks, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Mexico City Diablos and our home team. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Salt Lake City. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and
Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Touchdown! KJ Hamler, 69 yards. And the Diablos put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A toss left, Henry. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete on the jump ball. It's now 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Sets up 4th down.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Buying time to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This pass caught by Hamler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Oh, look at the juke. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Dameon Pierce taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Diablos have moved out in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And out now come the Seahawks. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 3.5 to go, first quarter. On 2nd and 10. Tua, throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on 3rd down. And oh, he coughed it up. It's going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A first down carry for Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Henry. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2.
From the gun, it's Tua. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Henry up the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Seahawks 7.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
They'll take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
15 yards on the play, first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Brissett. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
They run again with Foreman. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
They'll
7.
run with Foreman.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Holding offense.
Oh, man, can't do that.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A carry for Foreman. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
It's a gain of 9.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett.
Here's a screen with Gainwell.
Touchdown!
Kenneth Gainwell.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Diablos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's Foreman, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Peterson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. Peterson. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Pass intended for number 18. Incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Gainwell. Ooh, with a juke. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Brissett. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throw left side complete. That's McLaughlin. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Back to throw again. Complete to Deontay Foreman at running back. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
It's hard to be surprised in the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Brissett's throw complete there to Johnson.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they, too, didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Holding offense.
I'm trying to understand. I just can't. I'm trying to understand.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Brissett now.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tackled at the 40-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second.
They go play action with Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Brissett sets to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And this pass caught by Gray.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing, Brissett. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. And in the air once more, it's Brissett.
They'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Brissett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
No gain on the play.
This is Foreman, draw play. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Peterson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw again on second down, Brissett. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brissett again.
Over the middle, and he's got Gray.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
To throw, Brissett.
Able to find Gray here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First down, Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
2nd and 2. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Brissett. Over the middle, complete. That's Saunders.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Complete to number 81.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
Seahawks 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Peterson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back live here now in Salt Lake City. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
To number 28. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Peterson now looking to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Peterson. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
DJ Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on to kick this one away. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And out now come the Seahawks. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Peterson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working, and keep it going.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. Peterson. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham.
Pass complete to Donald Parham. It's a gain of 6. Brings up
Peterson now to throw on 3rd down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Roughing the passer, defense.
You gotta be kidding me.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Peterson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Peterson to throw on 2nd down. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Landon Collins on the cover.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Peterson's pass intended for Donald Parham. Incomplete. Benjamin St. Just on the
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
1st and 10 at the
Back to throw. Peterson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Foreman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ball carrier. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Again, it's Foreman. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
Ball carrier. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Peterson from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 19. Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
To throw is Peterson. Throwing on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts.
And the ball is knocked out. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge fourth-quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores. Peterson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10.
Now Peterson on 1st and 10. He's able to find Melton. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And it's caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From a yard out. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Robinson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So it's our visitors that come away with a victory here, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he's instrumental in earning this victory.